G'day guys, Dane here. Welcome back to Clarkey's NRL show. Today we are joined by Sharks flyer, Ronaldo Mulitalo. Ronnie, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Everything's going right, so yeah, it's going good so far. It's been great.
Great to hear. It's good to have you back on the show now. Second NRL game last weekend against the New Zealand Warriors. Bit of a tough game, obviously, with the result, but how good was it to wear that Sharks NRL jersey again?
Definitely, like after the debut, and obviously, it wasn't probably the way I wanted to debut. Just going into it, I really wanted to cement myself and come in with confidence and give the boys confidence as well, so I can get the job done. So that was good. It was unreal. It's always good putting a Sharkies jersey on. So I was pumped to do it, and given the opportunity, I'm sure anyone would take it. So I was really happy, and everything went well. So moving forward, I'm just looking forward to put it on, and obviously like to get more games under the belt. So it was good though. It was good confidence booster.
Yeah, well, you certainly did yourself proud, man. You had the most amount of run meters in your team, and for me, watching you, it certainly feels like you are ready to consistently wear that NRL jersey. So I've got to ask, is it sort of frustrating being in and out of the squad, or are you just happy with any sort of opportunity that presents itself at this stage?
Well, obviously you would like to wear that jersey consistently, but speaking to Bomber and that, our team was based around putting the team first, and right now that's the best thing for me to come in and fill in wherever I'm needed. So I'm more than happy to do that, and I've spoken to the coaching staff, and I've let them know that it's not affected me once, and that my time will come. I know my time will come when it's ready, and right now I'm still in that learning process, and I think my job right now is to fill in for the boys that get injured, and being able to back up for them and add some consistency into our team. So with that being said, to be honest, it just doesn't really come across my mind.
Okay.
It's a team first game, so if wherever the team needs me, I'm more than happy to go in and out. So
Yeah, you're a team first man, but you're also very versatile. You've played wing in both your NRL games. The official NRL profile has you listed as a centre, and you played fullback for the Maroons 20s. So I wanted to ask, Ronnie, do you have a preferred position?
Yeah, at the moment, I don't really mind. Like at the moment, like getting my confidence at wing in first grade is somewhere that I've kind of learned to build my confidence in that arena. But going back to club, I've definitely found myself comfortable in the centre role, and it's something that I've enjoyed playing so far, and it's made me a better person for it. And then obviously Scotty Prince putting me at fullback. I played a bit of fullback during my schoolboys days, so that was definitely a big, something to add to my game. So learning from those boys, and obviously adding layers into my game definitely has been the biggest thing for me. And obviously, like I said, if Bomber needed me at a fullback role, a winger role, or a centre role, I want to be able to make sure I can cover all three and give myself the best chance to compete anywhere I go. So I think that's one thing that I like about my game, and I like to add is just layers on top of my game, and being able to move around and be shuffled around and fill those holes in.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to me about Origin Camp. Obviously, not the result you were after, but I have to imagine you took a lot out of that camp.
No, 100%. Obviously with Scotty Prince, there's boys like Lottie Carey, Brent Tate. I mean, you're probably the best backs in the Origin arena. So I think going into that, I had that mindset of learning. That was what I wanted to do, is learn and get something out of it. And I definitely felt like I've done that. The boys are the way they built team spirit, and basically just taught us through, and told us tips and that throughout the week of camp. I think it just made me a better person for it, and made me more of a passionate Queenslander than I've probably ever been. So I think there's that stepping stone there was great for me, and I feel like it took my game up to a different level. So to have those kind of mentors there was unreal. Like just being able to learn from them, and like I said, they help add layers to my game, and they've given me confidence as well, and something that like, even though we didn't get the result, there's plenty of lessons to be learned out of that, and hopefully one day if I ever get that chance to throw on a Queensland jersey again and get a job done. So yeah.
Absolutely. Certainly a lot of legends around the camp. I've got to ask, Ronnie, which person or what was one real big takeaway you took from the camp? Was it from a particular person that helped you with your game, or was there one particular thing, be it how to prepare, how to be a leader out in the field, etc.? What was one thing that you really did take away back to Clubland?
I think it was like being a young guy coming through as well. We had a bit of young fellas in there as well. They were Tishy New, that was still yet to turn 18, and then we had a couple of 19-year-old boys in there as well. So I think like the biggest lesson in that was learning from the boys at club level to lead around and trying to be that support for the young boys as well. So with that being said, I think it was more of a learning curve for all of us. I think we spoke a lot about what we were going to do, and I think we didn't turn up on the night and do the job, and that's what happens when you come against quality sides.
Absolutely. I wanted to go back. Sorry, I've cut you off there, have I, man?
So no, that was me, Danny. It's all good.
All right, my bad. Now, I want to go back to our pre-season interview, Ronnie. We spoke in the pre-season and you brought up a couple of things. I just want to go back and sort of touch on them. One of the things you told me was that you love the Sharks so much and you could really see yourself remaining a one-club man. Now, you are off contract at the end of 2019, so I've got to ask, have you begun extensions with the Cronulla Sharks?
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely speaking to the coaching staff and the officers in the office in there. So I think, like, moving forward, I definitely want to see myself here, and I see myself cementing a spot, around the club and being a key role of wherever the club's heading. But yeah, like I said, it's an exciting time for us, Cronulla boys, and especially us young fellas that the chance coming through. Like the older boys are kind of setting the pathway for us and mentoring us through. So I think it's definitely somewhere I see myself. I'm more than happy to stay at this club, and we've discussed it already, and hopefully we can come to something soon. Cement me here and stay in the Shires for a bit longer. So, like I said, I'm loyal to the club, and I love the club, and it's just somewhere I see myself in the future, and I see my family as well. And we've discussed things with my twin brother as well, being here as well. So that's something big for me and my family. So it's been good. Things are balls rolling, and the direction it's going at the moment, I'm happy with it.
Awesome, that's great to hear, man. And from a personal standpoint, I've got to really say I respect that loyalty that you've shown to the club that's handed you your NRL debut. And from the outside looking in, I guess a lot of people just see a young, talented fella making his NRL debut, but they might not actually know what you've been through the last 2 seasons, which was dual shoulder reconstruction. We spoke about it in the pre-season, and you said, you're really hoping to get through this year unscathed. So far, so good. Fingers crossed. I got to ask, how are the shoulders? Any sort of pain there, or are they all good moving forward?
No, they're beautiful now. Like I feel like feel like a new person with them. I feel like I'm still a young fellow running around with 2 good shoulders. So like that hasn't held me back. I've made it past longer than I have in 2 years. So it's good that I finally struggled the whole season along, and I think I've only missed 1 game due to sickness. And that was a big goal for me as well. So to come this far and hopefully progress on through the season, and fingers crossed, and touch wood that I do. So it's been good. It's keeping me grounded, and like I said, the lessons that came out of those 2 shoulder recos have kind of set the platform for myself now, and I truly believe that without those 2, I don't build good habits. So now that I've kind of set something in and planted my feet properly, that I can finally take a grip on everything and make sure everything's on track, which is good.
No doubt. It's really awesome to see you out there fit and healthy, and even better to hear that those past injury concerns are gone and past, because you are playing some fantastic footy, whether it be in the NRL or at cup level. Last question from me, Ronnie, and this is probably a bit of a tough one, because when we spoke in the preseason, you told me your 2 goals this year are to play Origin 20s and to make your NRL debut. Well, the season still has 7 or 8 games left, and you've accomplished everything you wanted and more realistically so far in 2019. So I'll ask, where do you set your focus to for the rest of this year?
Mine is, no, definitely that was two of the biggest. Especially getting that call for Origin was emotional, and the debut call-up was emotional, and those are the two biggest goals that I had this year, like I said. But I think moving forward was, take the dream off, and obviously that Australian jersey is up for grabs at the end of the year in the 20s, so we're looking to hopefully get a jersey there and be able to play in that arena. Just moving forward with club level as well, being able to slot in and build more confidence towards the back end, and slide through that top 8 with the boys, and obviously play finals footy if that was ever the case. First things first is the club is the biggest goal for me at the moment, and being able to support the boys and being able to give them confidence if I do come in wherever I'm needed.
Yep.
So I think moving forward, like I said, just being able to slot in for the boys and hopefully get into that finals footy and learn a bit from the boys up there and play some of that top level footy, because that's at the end of the day, that's the pinnacle core of the game, is to be able to go up and play in the finals footy, and it's a different kind of story. So I think at the club, we're all buzzing and we're all still got a spring in our step, and the boys there are unreal. They've talked everyone through, and we're probably the tightest bunch. So it's good. I think the boys, even though what's going on, hasn't affected us one bit, and got all confidence in the boys and in the club that we can string along games and be able to play finals footy.
Absolutely, and your versatility headed into the finals footy does make you so valuable. As I spoke about earlier, the option to play fullback, wing, and centre. And you know what? I honestly think that fit and healthy, you will be there for that Australian 20s side. For me, you are Queensland 20s best player on ground. You've got NRL experience, and have I mentioned you're versatile and can play anywhere in a back line. Ronnie, thanks so much for coming on the show today. I really do appreciate your time.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Take care.